Welcome to Freedom of Synergy, where we share insights about business, marketing, and new opportunities around the world. Here, we go beyond the headlines to understand how major global events influence industries. In this video, we explore how war creates new business opportunities for entrepreneurs. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment below with your thoughts, and share it with someone interested in understanding how economic opportunities emerge in unexpected places. Your support helps Frema Synergy continue bringing insightful discussions and valuable perspectives. War is often viewed solely through the lens of destruction and instability. Images of conflict zones, damaged infrastructure, and humanitarian crises dominate global news coverage. Yet beneath these difficult realities lies a powerful economic dynamic that has appeared throughout history. Major conflicts tend to reshape economies and accelerate, forcing governments to adapt to new conditions. These sudden shifts create gaps in the market, urgent demands for solutions, and entirely new sectors that did not exist before. For entrepreneurs who understand these shifts, wartime economies can reveal unexpected opportunities for innovation and growth. One of the primary reasons war generates business opportunities is the sudden surge in government spending. When national security becomes a priority, governments rapidly increase budgets not only for military operations but also for infrastructure, logistics, research, and technological development. This influx of spending often flows through private companies that supply equipment, services, and expertise needed to support these efforts. Entrepreneurs who can provide innovative solutions, whether through technology, manufacturing, or specialized services, often find themselves working within newly expanding markets supported by large public investments. Technology innovation tends to accelerate dramatically during periods of conflict. Governments and defense agencies invest heavily in research and development to gain strategic advantages. This funding often leads to breakthroughs in fields such as artificial intelligence, robotics, aerospace engineering, cybersecurity, and advanced communication systems. Entrepreneurs who operate in these sectors frequently gain access to partnerships, contracts, and funding that allow their technologies to develop more quickly than they would under normal market conditions. Over time, many of these innovations extend beyond military applications and become part of everyday civilian industries. Another area where entrepreneurs find opportunity during wartime is in logistics and supply chain solutions. Conflict disrupts traditional trade routes, transportation networks, and distribution systems. As a result, companies and governments urgently seek alternative ways to move goods, equipment, and essential supplies. Entrepreneurs who develop technologies for route optimization, cargo monitoring, warehouse automation, and supply chain analytics can play a vital role in restoring efficiency to disrupted logistics systems. Even smaller businesses that offer transportation services, inventory management tools, or specialized distribution networks may find growing demand in environments. Energy markets also experience significant transformation during wartime conditions. Conflicts often expose the risks of relying heavily on foreign energy supplies, prompting governments to accelerate investment in energy independence and diversification. Entrepreneurs working in renewable energy technologies, energy storage systems, microgrids, and alternative fuels often find new opportunities as countries seek more resilient and secure energy infrastructure. In many cases, wartime urgency pushes these projects forward at a much faster pace than traditional policy processes would allow. Cybersecurity has become one of the most important entrepreneurial opportunities in modern conflicts. As warfare increasingly includes cyber operations, governments and businesses face rising threats to digital infrastructure, financial systems, and communication networks. This creates demand for companies that can protect sensitive data, monitor network activity, and defend critical systems from cyber attacks. Entrepreneurs who specialize in cybersecurity software, threat intelligence platforms, encryption technologies, and digital risk management often find themselves operating in one of the fastest growing sectors of the wartime economy. Healthcare and medical technology also become areas of increased innovation during times of conflict. Technology, logistics, healthcare, and energy systems. Entrepreneurs who can identify these weaknesses and develop practical solutions often find themselves at the center of rapidly expanding markets. Wartime environments require rapid treatment solutions, mobile medical infrastructure, and advanced trauma care systems capable of operating in challenging conditions. Entrepreneurs working in telemedicine platforms, portable diagnostic equipment, emergency medical transport technologies, and healthcare logistics may discover opportunities to support both military and humanitarian operations. Many of these medical innovations later become valuable tools for civilian healthcare systems worldwide. Another entrepreneurial opportunity appears in rebuilding and reconstruction efforts. Even while conflicts continue, governments, international organizations, and private investors begin planning for the eventual rebuilding of damaged infrastructure and communities. Entrepreneurs involved in construction technology, sustainable architecture, modular housing, smart infrastructure systems, and environmental restoration may play important roles in these long-term recovery projects. Reconstruction efforts often involve large-scale investments that create demand for innovative building methods and efficient urban planning solutions. Agriculture and food security also become strategic priorities during wartime disruptions. Conflicts frequently interrupt global food supply chains and reduce agricultural output in affected regions. In response, governments invest in domestic food production and agricultural innovation to ensure stable supplies. Entrepreneurs developing solutions such as vertical farming systems, climate resilient crops, precision irrigation technologies, and advanced food distribution platforms may find increasing support as countries attempt to strengthen food security. One of the most important lessons about entrepreneurship during wartime is that opportunities often arises from solving urgent problems. Conflict forces societies to confront vulnerabilities in infrastructure, The businesses that succeed are typically those that focus on resilience, adaptability, and innovation, rather than simply reacting to short-term demand. History demonstrates that many of today's most influential industries were shaped during periods of conflict. Technologies such as satellite navigation, advanced computing, aerospace engineering, and global communication networks all evolved from wartime research and investment. Entrepreneurs who participated in these innovation cycles helped transform experimental-based technologies into commercial industries that continue to shape the modern world. Understanding how wartime economies function does not mean celebrating conflict. Instead, it means recognizing how rapidly markets adapt when faced with extreme challenges. Entrepreneurs who study these economic shifts gain valuable insight into how innovation, investment, and industry transformation often emerge from moments of global disruption. Thank you for watching Freema Synergy. If you found this discussion valuable, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment with your perspective, and share it with others who are interested in global business trends and entrepreneurial strategy. Stay curious, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next episode.